Hey guys, welcome to the patio. It's Labor Day. Labor Day. This is marks the end of summer. Labor Day has come and gone. The first week of college football. I almost said basketball. We're not there yet. Of college football has come and gone. There was a big upset last night. I'm gonna tell you what. There were three teams that ruined my whole
Wasn't a
weekend.
big upset though.
Well, kind of, sort of to me. But we'll talk about that more here in a little bit. Coach Prime, though, had a great weekend. Got a few news stories to talk about. But first and foremost, it looks like we're all intact. DW, he couldn't make it tonight, but let's see. Oh, that's the first seat I hit, of course. Hey, DW. How are you, DW? Jamie, Father Fortenberry, how are you? You're looking extra red tonight. I think it's the camera. We're going to have to work on it.
Well, look at Hoggle. He looks awfully red. He's not that color in real life.
He's really red.
He's more of a brick red.
So, I'm doing well. We just got through. Had company in town this weekend, and we just finally got a chance to relax. We hung out for a while, enjoyed ourselves, and back to the patio.
We got an announcement to make about Hoggo here shortly, too. But before that, Marty Marr. Marty Marr spent all weekend at the lake. This final weekend of summer, he was at the lake.
Barely made it home. Had 2 tires later. I'm here.
Wait a minute. The red may not look right in Jamie's video, but that looks like almost more like purple. There's an antique color on that bottle there beside you.
Oh, it really is.
That's Weller Antique 107. Gary's been holding that for some
107.
time. We're going to drink that on air later tonight.
Oh.
So you guys won't stick around. That's one of our favorites, actually. One of
Yes.
our all-time favorites. I forgot to turn the sound on for TikTok. There we go. Now we're here. Gary.
Hi, man.
Sorry, guys.
Ah,
Now we're back. Welcome to the patio. Gary,
hi everybody. I'm doing good.
did you do anything special for Labor Day?
No, I did a fantasy football draft, which you attended as well, T.
That was yesterday.
That was yesterday. We
It says
did-
Southland Gaming Casino.
Yeah, today's Labor Day.
Today's Labor Day. I did not do anything. Oh, I moved a bed from upstairs to downstairs and watched my wife build a sign. She built a sign for one of her friends, like a picture sign, and I had to go find all the tools for that whole debacle.
I love it.
That's what I did.
Sounds like a happening weekend.
Super
So
fun.
let's jump right in, guys. Let's jump right in. Let me do something first here. I've been meaning to do this. Yeah, let me get that off my head. There we go.
What's on your head?
It's
a
been there
hat.
ever since. We're figuring out this TikTok live, YouTube live thing. But let's jump right in. So this Labor Day just passed, right? What is Labor Day meaning? What is the meaning of Labor Day?
If I'm
I'm
not
gonna get you guys feedback.
if I'm not mistaken, it has something to do with was it a labor law that was passed in the 30s? That might be off.
Scoff.
From my understanding, it's a federal holiday where you don't work. That's where it comes from.
The last one of summer.
Yes.
The last one of
The
summer.
last
Marty Marr, what do you think about the meaning of Labor
I thought
Day?
Labor Day that means you had to go to work on Labor Day.
you have to labor.
Back in the day,
babies were born.
back in
Yeah.
the day, I had to work.
Okay, so Labor Day was originally designed to honor workers as part of the American organized labor movement. When Labor Day started, Labor Day was first celebrated unofficially by labor activists in individual states in the late 1800s. That's according to the U.S. Department of Labor. So it really is celebrating organized labor, unionization of labor.
But don't they also say you're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day?
Yeah, but that's something that has nothing to do with the holiday.
Oh, what does that got to do with it?
It
That's
has
just
to do with
fashion. That's
Southern.
fashion.
I thought it was more
That's
like
fashion.
It is. It's
Southern.
a
Oh,
Southern
so it's a
thing.
seasonal thing, is what it
You,
is.
you can wear white between Memorial Day and Labor Day,
Really?
or Easter.
I didn't know
No,
that.
it's Easter and Labor Day.
Oh, it's a fashion thing.
Yep, but it's really a Southern thing.
It is a Southern thing. So
I
how
thought it was
about
like-
you guys listening?
yeah.
Any of you followed that rule? You probably never heard of it if you're under the age of 35, but you never wear white after Labor Day.
Never heard.
Anybody? Anybody?
Look, I've got a shit. Was that suit, that jacket I got? I can't remember what the hell it's called.
Seersucker.
Yeah, seriously, I got a seersucker jacket, and I try not to wear it after Labor Day.
Really?
Now, I look so good in it
I was
though.
going to say, though, can you actually still wear it?
Absolutely. Oh no! I can wear it now, it's just unbuttoned.
It just don't fit the same.
It just sear sucks on my body.
Maybe if you cut the back of it a little bit more.
Like, it just sucks into my body.
It's no longer seersucker. It's more like spandex. It's a spandex suit coat.
It looks like I'm wrapped in a trash bag or
a
something.
wetsuit.
It's a Sears stucker.
So the other day, I'm driving through a town. Some little town in South Arkansas.
You want to say podunk, don't you?
No, it really, I won't say shithole, but everybody's going to say Trump. But they were putting out American flags. And I'm like, what the hell are they doing that has nothing to do with Labor Day?
I thought that was Memorial Day's flag.
Memorial Day, Flag Day, Veterans Day, 4th of July.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not Memorial Day or Labor Day.
So, do you think most Americans know what labor?
No, I think very few actually know it has anything to do with labor.
Do you think most Americans or people in general know what most of our holidays are about? Christmas. Do people really,
dude? I would
know what Christmas is about.
I'd bet dollars to donuts that most people don't know what Ann Arbor Day's for.
Arbor Day? Isn't it for playing?
Or I say Ann Arbor.
That's a college town.
Arbor Day.
You don't even know what it is. Is that where you plant trees?
No, Ann Arbor Day is where you
is where you go root for Michigan.
It's when Ohio State plays Michigan is Ann Arbor Day. You got Gary tickled. I like Gary.
I like Gary Tickle. Oh. You know, the dumb stuff we say on the accident is way better than the joke.
Yeah.
Oh, man. She's coming.
Oh, Crystal says something to do with trees. You're right.
Yes,
Crystal.
Crystal.
Day is to do with trees.
Crystal, you're absolutely right. But, you know, so few, I do know it was founded in Omaha.
I thought Johnny Appleseed's founded it.
Lisa said you don't know what it is either, but apparently he does. So what about, look, here's a holiday. It's not such a big, it is actually a holiday for us, but Fat Tuesday in Marty Gras.
Every day's fat for me, brother.
Well, yeah, Fat Monday. But it's actually a religious holiday.
It has to do with Lent.
Has to do with Lent.
Because you're supposed to like fatten up before you go into the...
It's the Tuesday before Ash Wednesday.
Yes.
And you party and get all the sins out.
Before
I've been so I thought it was Ash Wednesday. I didn't know what was going on.
Well, that may be at your local joint, you know. Local juke joint.
I do know it's a Catholic thing. You know, the whole thing's Mardi Gras Catholic. I mean, you're right. We have so many holidays.
Carnival.
No idea.
I don't know what Carnival is. That's
it's the same thing.
That's a
Carnival
is Fat Tuesday
and leading up to Ash Wednesday for the 40 days of
Lent. But
do they? The same time
but don't they just do Carnival in like Brazil?
Yes, but that's where it links back to what goes on in New Orleans.
Well, there's a comedian. He talks about Father's Day, and Father's Day ranks like 27th in American holidays.
I guarantee Mother's Day is way higher than that.
Mother's Day is like second.
Yeah, makes sense.
But like the guy said, Father's Day is behind Halloween, and he said ghosts and ghouls are before Fathers.
I mean, I like Halloween better than Father's Day. You get candy. I'd rather get candy than a tie.
All you get for Father's Day, you don't get ties for Father's Day.
I got a shirt one time that said "Best Dad Ever." So you guys are all done.
Competition is over.
It's over.
It's been awarded.
All you get for Father's Day. Hey, would you like to cook a meal for?
Yeah. Like let's
for
go
my
buy steaks
dad, and your dad, and everybody.
Halloween, we get to ride around the neighborhood on a little hayride.
That's right. Until they throw my son out the back
and drink.
Remember last year, Madeline? He was shot. He was jumping a ditch.
Oh no, he sniped.
He got sniped.
He was jumping a ditch. It looked like he was in full sprint. It looked like he was just legs taking right from under.
Like a deer frolicking
all of
in the
you
woods.
listeners from our neighborhood, we're trying to organize on Halloween night. What is that on this year, by the way?
Pull up
a neighborhood like parade. Maybe we get folks to be outside.
Well, you know
mosquitoes out.
The neighboring neighborhood does that.
Yeah, but they do it on Sunday afternoon. We want to do it on the night of the ghouls.
Let's do it the night of the ghouls.
I don't know if we want to go all the way across town like we did last time.
No, we just want to run
just
around
here and Russell Oaks.
The night of the ghouls, goblins, and hobbits.
Let me see this.
We went miles over there to River Trace last time.
That's on a Tuesday.
It's on a Fat Tuesday.
Oh,
Every Tuesday, the Fat Tuesday.
Yeah.
In my house.
Every day.
So Tuesday, that'll be on a Tuesday. That'd be a good day to ride carts and
get candy.
And have a parade.
And throw candy, catch candy.
All right, let's talk about some headlines from the day or from the weekend. You know, we're all sports fans. Upset, some would say big. They were a 3-touchdown underdog. So, like it or not, it was a pretty good upset. But the Colorado Buffaloes, led by Deion Sanders, and
that was a big upset.
Shakur Sanders at quarterback, lit up the. You can't say defended national championships, but they played in the national championship. TCU Horny Toads.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I don't think anybody's under the impression that they're a juggernaut by any means.
Meaning TCU?
Yeah. I mean, they were the second best team in their conference last year.
Okay, but and they didn't just dominate the game. I mean, offensively they did, but their defense gave up a lot of points to TCU.
Oh well, I mean, it was and that's a lot of football these days anyway, though. But that's not necessarily a shot against Buffalo. I mean,
I think
not Buffalo, Colorado.
I think it was just a big game because there's a lot of haters out there for prime time because he switched schools.
I haven't heard any haters.
Actually,
though.
I haven't either.
Not recently, but
maybe from the HBCU community.
Yeah, all I keep seeing though is people saying, "All you haters against Prime." Who's hating him?
All I seen was people excited about Prime.
Yeah,
and look, his son, he made a name for himself.
He lit it up, didn't he?
Yeah,
lit it up.
He did. Let's see what he does against USC. Against some more.
Well, they'll play USC. They'll play Utah. They'll play Oregon.
But you guys seen the videos of him like pumping up his team before a game. Prime would get him going. He is like almost like a Houston Nut. You know, Houston Nut. I don't think. Oh, way better.
Oh God, don't even say that name.
Like a Houston Nut. Houston. He's better than Houston.
Prime is going to fly from Colorado.
He's from Ohio State fan.
Houston Nut was a terrible coach. Like with, you know, with the.
Why don't you just call him Chad Morris and be done with it?
But Houston Nut was a great talker, great speaker. That's what I'm saying. Houston Nut was a great speaker, and I think Primetime's a great speaker, motivator, motivator.
I think that they are probably on track to get 7 to 8 wins this season, which would be a hell of a turnaround.
Let's look at their schedule real quick, okay?
Yeah, they'll be a hell of a turnaround.
I've got it. Let's see if I can just bring it up. Kind of, sort of.
There we go. Let's see what we got there.
I can get it. Maybe can get it horned in. Yeah, maybe. There we go. You guys can kind of see that, kind of, sort of. All right. So we got TCU. They just won. Colorado State. That should be a W.
Yep.
USC will be the real test for them.
I just don't think they're going to have what it takes to beat
USC's quarterback's pretty good.
That's 2-1.
That's 2-1.
Stanford's probably not a problem.
They'll beat Stanford.
3-1. Oregon State's not a problem.
Well, let's wait and see on that one. But that
okay,
that's going to be a toss-up. I don't know how good Oregon State is yet.
So let's give them a W. So
okay,
that's 4-2. Yeah. They beat Washington State, Nebraska.
Yeah, they beat Nebraska.
That's 5-6-2. Oregon, let's call it 6-3. Look, they could easily get 9-3.
Yeah,
that's what I think they're locked at 7-8, and they might get to 9. It's really going to depend on how good Oregon State, Oregon, and Utah. And now UCLA's not a bad team. Maybe UCLA.
They were struggling the other night with that one team they were playing.
Yeah, UCLA's a really good team.
They pull off a win here in
Now they pull that off. They'll be legit.
They'll be top 10.
They'll be top 10 if they
USC. They'll have to be. And be on pace to make the playoffs. What a story would that be?
I'm rooting for him.
But here's the thing, though. What he did that day was a good win, but it wasn't some record-breaking, awe-inspiring win like everybody's making out. 2 or 3 years ago, Sam Pittman's second game with Arkansas beat number 16 team in the country, and nobody was saying, "Oh, he's the greatest coach ever."
But you said it wasn't that big a deal, but that was a all-time record of yards thrown and touchdowns thrown. I think touchdowns, but at least for yards thrown by a quarterback at Colorado.
I'm talking about the game, the win itself. I'm not talking about individual plays. The win itself. No, because there were some individual players that did really good.
Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Oh, my
I don't know if you can maintain that, though. Like, that's extraordinary.
Deion did.
Did Deion play both ways all the time?
80% of the snaps.
Yeah.
He did. And run track. And played baseball. There was one time in college he actually played in a baseball game and then ran track that afternoon.
Let me ask you this. So me and Charlie, she came in and she said, Deion Sanders is the greatest athlete ever. And I say, Bo Jackson, I think, may have been better.
But did you know that they did that at the same time?
Yes.
And we haven't seen anybody do that since.
Yeah, you hadn't seen it since.
Yeah, but, there's some people you could argue that are.
Well, Jim Thorpe was involved in more sports than anybody.
What Usain Bolt did, as like speed-wise, that guy was
Michael Phelps.
Absurd. Mm-hmm. Michael Phelps. But now you take them and put them in one of these other sports, they're not really.
Well, but Deion, apparently Deion could have played basketball too.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that.
But for two sport athletes, who are you taking, Deion or Bo?
It depends what you need.
Well, I agree, but I'm just saying
for a two-sport athlete, I don't know.
I think longevity, Deion has it, but Bo was way more powerful.
I think Bo was better at baseball, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Deion was a good baseball player. And Bo Jackson was a great baseball player.
I think Deion was just so much more, had more flash.
He's more versatile in football than Bo.
Yeah, because I've seen he played receiver sometimes. I saw him play receiver.
He played receiver.
He was corner. I'm sure.
Yeah, but he was notorious that he wasn't tackling nobody.
Oh no,
they still joke about that.
But you're gonna catch that ball.
Let's talk about some sports closer at home. Our beloved Razorbacks pulled off a victory as expected.
Yep.
There were some holes in it, first game jitters, whatever. They did what they're supposed to. But the real news out of Arkansas is the one game we play in Little Rock at War Memorial Stadium. There was a lot of people upset with numerous things, one being the condition of the stadium. Secondly was
crowd. It was
the
bare.
crowd was only 44,000 when you have you'd have filled up Razorback Stadium this weekend. Labor Day weekend, you'd have filled up Razorback Stadium.
Yep.
So the game was played at War Memorial? I missed that, yeah.
Yeah, we play every year. Have one.
Yeah, you do have one
game.
again.
It used to be.
The
day
LSU
after
game.
Thanksgiving. LSU.
It used to be the LSU game. That was a big game. All
Well,
the
that was the
time.
thing. Arkansas was like, why we go traveling to play one of the biggest games of the year?
Yeah.
So Arkansas War Memorial Stadium has a listed capacity of 54,000, but only 42 was in attendance. But Fayetteville has 76, and I assure you that place would have been capacity this past weekend.
Because how many students didn't go because
it's a nicer place to visit. If
is?
you're going to visit somewhere, wouldn't you rather go to Northwest Arkansas than to?
I was gonna say, I think you're the one that said, who wants to bring a possible recruit in and have them tour Little Rock?
Yeah.
First tour.
Banging in
Northwest
Little Rock.
Arkansas.
Oh, let's look up something about Little Rock. Let's look at this video from the 90s or 80s about banging in Little Rock.
Yeah,
It's not
I was
much
watching that
better
video
than
the other day. It's pretty good. It's good. It's good documentary.
It
was.
It saddens me to no longer play in Little Rock, but times change.
Look, I graduated from there in '98, and we would play three games.
I thought it was two. It was three.
It was three, and you never really got a feel for football on campus because it was such a big gap between games. And then more like basketball, of course, we won in '94 championship, but you had much closer relationship with the basketball team than you did with the football team.
Really, 3 games is a lot.
That's a
I remember
lot.
playing 2.
When you only have 6 home games, you play half of them on the road.
Yeah,
Basically,
you
play
can-
almost all of them.
Well, right now that's just like playing in Jerry World. We got to get out of that. We got to get out of that too. We're giving up a home game every other year.
But aren't you guys getting paid for that one? Aren't you getting sort of
We
like?
get paid for them all though.
Yeah, but do you get a little bit more for playing in Jerryland?
I'm sure, but I mean,
That's probably why.
yeah. But you saw where the
It's less expensive. They don't have to travel. The band, they don't have to travel the students or the team.
Yeah.
They don't have to put them up in a hotel room, which they do anyway.
they
put them up
stay in hotel rooms on game days.
All right, let's get into some politics, some laws here. I didn't know this law existed, but apparently Arkansas passed a law requiring parental consent for social media use. Did you guys know that? In minors.
Like pickaxes and stuff. Those kind of minors.
You're talking about
Kind
Minecraft,
on the
right?
island somewhere. The kind on the island somewhere. Yeah. But no, really, I didn't even know we passed this law. Anyway, a federal judge has blocked Arkansas from enforcing a law that would require minors to have parental consent before creating a social media account.
Why would a federal judge be involved in that?
I guess it was
Isn't
challenged it.
Isn't
Someone
but
challenged
isn't the sovereignty of the state at play there?
Isn't this
Do
the
you
greatest question of the last?
This sort of goes back
decade?
to the last episode you had without me, where y'all talking about the.
He actually listens.
I did listen
The insurance.
about the insurance.
Yeah.
that they can do things with your insurance that you're paying for medical reasons
For your children.
and they can keep that information from you. Yet you're paying for it, and they're living under your house.
But it kind of be hard to hide that information when I'm paying for it. I want to itemize the bill.
Elisa says her kids have lied about their age on apps for years. Of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. But it's really more about the principle of it. And look, let's be real. Arkansas is trying to do some things they'll probably never be allowed to do. But why is it such a negative thing for them to want to at least attempt to allow parents to decide if a child has access to social media?
What I'm disturbed by is the federal government or federal judge being involved in it. Once things are passed by states, it shouldn't go to a federal anything.
My question is, why are parents losing their rights?
Because we're in a society now that is I'm trying to think of the word I want to use, but we're taking away rights of parents because we're trying to. God, it sounds terrible to say, but we're trying to say that kids have rights and kids don't have rights.
I think it's all about the blowing up. It's the blowing up the nuclear family is what's going on.
You're right.
That's the
right.
idea of it.
Alyssa just made a comment on what you said. She said at 14, where'd it go? We just, she's in California, just had it that with health insurance, her kids have to sign a release to allow her to know.
That's ridiculous.
That's what we talked about last week.
Yeah, you were talking about this when Thursday episode when I wasn't there, so I was listening.
That is insane to me,
including mental health issues. So a child can go talk to a mental health professional, and they don't even have to notify a parent.
That's insane.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If my child was having mental issues and part of it was wanting to harm others, I would feel I'd need to know that.
Yes, as a safety concern.
Do I need to lock my
But
bedroom door at night?
It's also a safety concern for the children. They're living with you. You need to know what type of assistance they need. They're your children.
Oh, I'm sorry. She said that they can refuse therapy and sound out of a hospital at 14, even if a parent wants them in there. So what else can you now? So you established this at 14, that a child has the ability to make decisions on their own. Now we're getting into the I got the word consent. It's all about consent. It's about consent.
So a 14-year-old has consent now, huh?
Yep,
Apparently.
that's exactly what they're moving towards.
Oh my God.
So what is to stop them? I know where we're going with this. What is to stop a 14-year-old from consenting to sex?
Nothing
with
right
a
now.
20-year-old.
And that's wrong. It's so wrong.
And I'm gonna be real honest. If I'm in the state of California, and if I was please
don't say what I think you're.
No, if I was a lawyer,
Okay.
and I was defending somebody, I'd be like, well, I mean, you give them offer consent at 14 to
That'll be
do
the
it.
argument.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
It'll be
And you
challenged.
you would be hard to argue against that.
Yeah.
It would be.
Man, Gary's right. It is an attempt to destroy the nuclear family.
And I think it's an attempt to get these kids out on their own earlier, and doesn't give them the basis of support that they normally would have with a strong nuclear family.
More people
and
in care of the state.
Exactly. And now government has more power.
So the doctor said it was so that the children can feel comfortable to disclose abuse in the home.
No, because the children can disclose abuse at school because they're I can't remember what the word is. I never can remember the words, but they're required to report. Teachers are. So I mean, you can go to school, and that's the same thing. You don't have to. It's nothing to do with that because otherwise you would allow it to be used in other scenarios.
Yeah.
And that make no sense. It did my mind.
No, I know you're.
You know what I'm trying to say.
I know what you're trying.
You know what I'm stabbing at there.
You know what you're trying to finagle there.
But yeah, they're destroying nuclear family. That's all it is.
Destroying the nuclear family. Now you have these kids out there trying to get it on their own, and they can't.
This isn't some idea that I thought of. Larry Elder goes on a good point. He talks about this a lot. But the destruction of the family also goes back to the war on poverty. They incentivize women being married to the state. They do. And then you know your benefit is beneficial to not have men at home.
To not be married, to not have it's insane.
And you know then it circles back to education. What kids get a better education? The ones that have a support system at home.
Oh yeah, I think it. Man, why aren't there only benefits there are right now for being married? Is you can file jointly with your taxes and you get write-offs for your kids. That's it. But I think you get more. Do you get more money from the government if you are single?
Absolutely.
You don't make a certain amount of money. I mean, that's insane.
Absolutely.
You should incentivize families because it makes a stronger nation.
But it makes for a weaker
government.
Yeah, exactly. It makes for a weaker government.
Because now
the more people you have relying on the government, the less likely they are to push against it.
Yep.
This tends to dominate our discussions quite often. We get off in the weeds here. No, but it's a great discussion, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon, especially now that we're heading into election season.
God bless him.
Hey, Al, welcome to the patio, Al.
What's up, Al? God bless him. Ronald Reagan said the scariest phrase in America or English language is, I'm from the government. I'm here to help. Go look at Hurricane Katrina.
Oh, yeah.
So they started confiscating guns during Hurricane Katrina. Why would you confiscate guns?
That's not about the worst time.
For your safety? No, for their safety.
For their safety. Let's so jobs report came out the other day. They were less than expected, about 180,000 jobs. But this is a staggering figure. There's a new results out that reveals 1.2 million U.S.-born workers lost their jobs last month, replaced by 688,000 foreign-born staff.
Just think, 1.2 lost jobs to 688,000
illegals.
Well, I know I'm still trying to do the math.
Yes,
so
about half. So they replaced
half of American employees.
but it only takes half of a migrant to do what a full-blown American.
I mean, that's
really what you're saying. They can do the work of two Americans. That's where it's at. I wouldn't be surprised by that.
No, I don't doubt that either.
Yeah.
But hey, work's drying up. Period. I tell you what, construction work, the Memphis area is drying up quick.
Well, not a lot of people want to put businesses in Memphis anymore.
We had this discussion today. The interest rates are so high. I mean, nobody
That
wants
too,
to build.
yeah.
I
And
mean,
They can't take loans to build, right?
Didn't the Federal Reserve say they were talking about increasing them again?
So yeah, so
they will.
They're going to.
You look at our jobs. We'll have jobs that are 3 years in advance.
Yep.
They've already locked in the money and all this. So we're in the process of working these through. But as the next rotation comes across, nobody's building.
Yep.
They'll wait.
Yeah.
They'll wait on cheaper money. And plus, people don't need buildings anymore. Now, there's this whole war between people returning to the office, people working from home, people being replaced by machines, as Lisa said. We know that AI is positioned itself to replace a lot of this office type work.
They replaced writers already.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they could actually replace all the writers from the writer's strike with AI.
They could replace the patio, but they won't.
They can't.
Look,
can't.
the
No,
problem
they
is
can't.
AI.
There's no
would-
way they'd create people as fat as me.
Yeah, well, they couldn't sit here. The AI couldn't sit here and go, "What's that word I'm looking for?"
Exactly. AI is smarter than
Yeah,
that.
AI would already know the word.
Do it in the style of patio. Be like, what was that word again?
What was
say
it he
Ann
was
Arbor
talking
Day.
about? Ann Arbor Day. Yeah. There's
Ann
no
Arbor
way
Day.
that AI would mess up.
Would have that Freudian slip.
Yeah, look, AI would never mistake. I forgot her name. Who was Terry thought was a man?
Oh, you guys were talking about
Harriet Tubman.
no Parks.
Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks.
I don't know what
I wasn't there for that day, but it was funny listening to
He
it.
wasn't here.
No, I was not. Because I'd have stopped him in his tracks immediately.
Oh
They
no, I
looked a
wanted
lot
him to go a little bit.
All right, let's talk about something else, Jamie. I don't think we've talked about this on the air. If we did, I apologize. Proud Boy Joe Biggs was sentenced to 17 years in prison.
Atrocious.
What did he do?
He removed
Nothing.
the fence.
For moving a fence?
He removed a fence.
Removed a
Removed a
fence.
fence, yes.
He's removing barriers.
He was at January 6th. He pushed a fence away, and it was one of the metal barriers. He
Yep,
pushed
right
it
outside
open.
the Capitol building.
And 17 years in prison.
17 years prison. I saw him compared to a fellow that had raped 140 women that got like 190 days in jail. 17 years in prison. He has a 60-year-old daughter that she'll probably be married by the time he gets
So we're in a nation that, at least at the White House, we treasure borders.
only in
Touche.
DC. Oh wow! Hold on, I'm gonna put you on the big screen.
my.
Jamie.
Put him on the big screen. Look,
I just had that was a crazy thought. They really
they treasure borders.
they have borders, and if you go past them, it's like
17
not
years.
good.
No, see if it had been in the southern border, he would have probably been given a cell phone
Yeah.
and a one-way trip to New York City to stay in a luxury hotel.
Yep, no doubt.
Yeah, instead he gets 17 years in Sing Sing.
For moving a fence.
So the human rights violations that we've done to the people in January 6th, and I'm not excusing anything.
No, I'm not excusing it. It was bad. They should be punished.
You're still on Gary. Well, you ain't got to show me. I'm just saying you're still
I
Gary.
think it works better.
Okay. They're not going to pass, but they weren't even released from jail before the trials.
Yeah.
They were not given speedy trials. They were not allowed to bond
You
out.
couldn't bond out.
No.
Nope.
There are still people waiting
Yeah.
for trial. That's why this guy's
That's
been in
3
jail
years
for
ago.
2 years. This guy's been in jail for 2 years.
They need bond.
Waiting for trial, and they
James
sentenced him to
Bond.
17 years. And when he went to court, he pleaded for mercy. He's been in there for 2 years. I mean, most people would argue that that's probably adequate. He didn't do anything else other than the fence.
Move the fence.
Moved the fence.
2 years is too much.
He moved
I
the
agree.
border.
2 years is too much. But
So why
they're stepping on their constitutional rights.
so why can Washington D.C. have borders but Texas can't?
Probably because we have folks like Mitch McConnell still running.
I can't stand Mitch
things
McConnell. I just don't.
He froze up again.
I think he's a
Yeah.
skinwalker.
And I hate to laugh about it, but I'm thinking about the meme I think Jamie sent us about the turtle. Or did I see this somewhere else?
You have, but I saw a meme that tickled me. You go ahead and tell yours. I'll tell mine.
I can't remember it. I thought I'm going to let you tell me about it.
Mine was a picture of him and like a big mound of cheese. And it said, Mitch McConnell led when they're doing the Parmesan, and he's waiting for him to stop.
But look, it's sad. Okay,
It is.
when you think about him, Dianne Feinstein.
Oh my
Did I say that correctly? I think I did. Uncle Joe Biden.
Biden.
Uncle Joe.
These people are in office, and they really can't hardly function on their own.
Yeah, they're not just.
Yeah,
it's not
that's
just
who's making
their
the
age.
decisions for
And
America.
didn't
No, it's
Feinstein's
not just
family take her financial fiscal responsibility
can't-
from
yes.
her?
Yeah.
Yep.
But yet she can handle
they signed
ours?
Over, they signed over power of attorney to her daughter.
That's insane. That you are no longer able to serve the country at that point in time.
If you can't handle your own finances, you sure as shit can't handle ours.
Exactly. No doubt.
And
No
this
diggity,
is,
no
I don't care
doubt.
what branch of the politician you are. I don't care what side of the aisle you are,
Or the Apollo mission.
or the Apollo mission. But and like to me, Trump's too old too. But at least Trump has his faculties, or he appears to.
He appears to.
Yeah,
He does. He appears to.
he appears way sharper because you don't necessarily use your faculties at a certain age. But I mean, we all know the older
Mike
you get.
Pence appears to have his faculties, but no one wants to hear him.
I don't want to hear Mike Pence. Michael. I'm going to call him Michael Pence.
Michael Pence.
Michael Pence. He sounds crazier, Michael.
He should be sentenced.
Sound like a wild man.
Like a crazy man. Michael Pence.
What else we got going? I'll be honest, I hadn't looked at a whole lot of news this weekend.
Did you guys hear about this? Is a weird one. And Ashley Watts, 38-year-old lady in Virginia. Police showed up at her door looking for two twin brothers. She was topless in the house with these two twin brothers that were 15 years old.
What?
This is just going on everywhere, and it just blows my mind.
She was just walking around topless with.
Oh, no, she was doing other things with the boys, but they found her topless with the boys.
Wow.
There's just not,
Women are doing strange things these days.
I blame microplastics.
Oh, and Black Flag said Jimmy Buffett, rest in peace.
Oh, yeah. Jimmy
man.
Buffett passed.
Passed
God,
away.
now.
Yeah.
He went to
Wasted
Margaritaville.
away again in Margaritaville.
He went-
He's
went
stepping
there.
on pop tops in heaven.
I did
Man.
sing. I sang a couple songs for him this weekend.
Did
Yeah, you know we do karaoke.
Made it flow.
you? Yeah.
We try to do karaoke anyway.
That's another good one that we've lost.
Oh, Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy Buffett, rest in peace, Jimmy.
Margaritaville. Oh,
Well, that's 2 weeks in a row we've lost some
yeah.
icons.
Did you want to talk about the Air Canada episode T? Or the issue with Air
yeah.
Canada? That was a pretty interesting story.
Yeah, you discussed it. Who discussed it? Was it you? Or
I said it, and he said he looked at it.
Yeah.
Go ahead with it, Gary. Wi-Fi.
Well, it's like the two people got thrown off an Air Canada flight because they refused to sit in vomit-covered seats.
So did they say it was like, okay, that really doesn't matter, but did they say it was like fresh vomit?
I just read the headlines. It was pretty
So,
interesting.
okay, how do you get thrown off? Because at this point, it sounds like
Yeah,
I'm
I'd have
refusing to sit
thrown
down.
myself
I refuse to sit down in this
Like, y'all don't worry about it. I got my own shit. I'll get out.
in this medical waste
Yeah.
biohazard. I mean, because you don't know people's people's
It
stomachs.
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Makes no difference. It could be my vomit.
I-
ain't sitting in it.
I
You
like.
know, either clean it up or put a garbage sack over it.
I thought it was.
Give me one of the little flight attendants could sit in that seat. I'll sit in her little jump seat.
First
Problem
off,
solved.
okay, why would that not treated like
Bio waste.
bio waste? That's the word I was looking for. Thank you.
it's coming from inside your body. I mean, which would be worse, vomit, fecal matter?
Yeah, both.
Which one's worse?
I'm not sure there is a worse there.
No, I'm not sure. I don't think there's a.
You got stomach bile, or which
said both.
also has bacteria in it, or bacteria from your
Actually,
south end.
both.
Yeah.
Both are
I
bad.
look. There's no.
I'm not sure there's much difference.
There's no bodily secretion I'd want to sit in. Let's just leave it at that.
Especially someone else's.
What?
Oh, no doubt. I mean, you'll sit in your own all day.
If you had to. I mean, let's face it, if you had to.
you
I do
might.
like Jamie's idea though. Be the stewardess.
Yeah, just
Everybody that buys a drink, just you be sitting there drinking a drink, and they get
say
there.
a pour for
say,
you, a pour for me.
say we'll get you next time. Get you a voucher for your next flight.
So, around this area, there's a lot of COVID in the area. I know I've had some close friends,
Some
and family
vid.
members that's had the vid this time, but Fauci has come out. We talked about it a few weeks ago that by mid-September, there's talk that TSA would start masking up again. There's talk that this is going to ramp up. It's definitely ramping up around here. Not the masking, but the actual cases. But Fauci, who no one really wants to hear from anymore, came out and defends masking as COVID cases rise. Said, I would hope people abide by recommendations.
That was close. Good try. Good try,
What
T.
a bad. Sound like he was on a shitter when he.
He did. He was pushing.
Well, that
Yeah.
was my point. Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
Push it real
that's
good.
That's vouching. That's
But
vouching
as we
shit.
said, I mean, Jamie shared from my friends over at Timcast, shared a video where
Our
Ian
personal
Crossley
friends.
was talking about, said he will not mask up. We
That was
will
a
not
good
put our
video.
I'm
kids
telling you,
in
I
there.
will not mask up either. I'm right there with him.
Do not comply is what they're saying.
Look, I'm not doing it. when I get to the point that I'm scared, I'll mask.
All right, so I feel like everybody should have their personal liberties. If you want to mask, but you should not tell me I have to mask because there's a lot of hardcore evidence out there that it's better at protecting yourself, but not others.
Look, there's no analogy better than comparing it to a condom. I don't care who wears condoms or who doesn't, but if I need it, I'll wear it.
Yeah, but it's your choice.
Yeah, exactly.
It's your choice, and people have the choice of not going out because you got all these things that people can order their groceries and bring them to you, or because Walmart's got the pickup. I think some places bring your food to you at your doorstep.
Walmart, Kroger both deliver.
Oh, they do. They deliver to your doorstep. So
all because it started with COVID.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
So I mean, why do I have to put a face covering that may cause respiratory issues for myself because I have it on?
So I will tell everybody this: during COVID, during wearing the mask stuff, I had anxiety problems. I had to go get medicine and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
because
I just when I find myself,
I thought you just wanted medicine.
Well, I like it, but I mean, it can be for recreational too.
Yeah, that too. It calms you down.
Yeah, but I found myself, especially I'm doing construction work on a hot day. That mask just doing this as you're trying to breathe.
It's not healthy.
I don't. You can't convince me it's healthy.
We started it online, guys. Foodie says, no, we're not masking up, no vaccine, and will not mask. Look, I took a couple vaccines. I regret it.
Look,
I regret it too. I
didn't have any side effects.
Hey, but guess who's vaccine free?
It's the way to be.
I had to.
The bearded wonders.
The bearded wonders here.
Yeah, see, this acts as a mask. I just do this one.
And I've had COVID. I'm not saying not
times.
getting it. It's not. I think people should get it that need it.
Yeah, if you got respiratory issues, if you're elderly,
yes, high risk.
If you have no backbone, I mean, there's various reasons.
There.
But that being said, if you don't feel like you need it,
I missed what y'all just said. I should
You had to replay it.
yeah,
I'll
you have to listen
later.
tomorrow.
if you don't feel like you're, if you don't feel like you need it, don't get it.
It's a choice. It's a choice. Everybody should.
I mean, if only we could think of other scenarios where we didn't want the government involved in our medical decisions.
If only.
If only.
Well, we'll see if this episode actually survives the YouTube censors. Right. Look, it's Labor Day. We've had a good run. We're running up on 35, 40 minutes here. So I think it's time to close out. We're going to go live with a post-game show.
Yeah, I think
we can.
Sounds good to
We
me.
can. We got to talk about the antique.
We got to try the antique.
Gotta try the antique.
We'll do a little 30-minute live.
Okay, here we go. All right, let's go. Let's see who gets the magic button first. Oh, DW, what you guys say?
No, there he is.
He ghosted us.
See y'all.
Fortenberry.
Happy Labor Day, guys.
Oh man, thanks for watching. It's been a hell of a weekend for everybody. See y'all next Wednesday.
Y'all need to go respect your Ann Arbor Day.
Hey, look, guys, thanks for joining us, sharing your time with us. Tell your friends about us. Merch store will be out soon. We're not far from the merch store. And we appreciate you supporting all the Life from the Patio gear. Life from the Patio out.
Somebody done saved this outlaw.